You're listening to Empire of Rust, the world's first and only Transformers RPG podcast. Join the fight as Carapace, Rex, Magnum, Wildstrike, and Sweet Spot fight their way through Iacon's underworld against criminal empires and a movement determined to bring an end to the Cybertronian Confederation.
Welcome back, dear listener, to Empire of Rust. We have some big news this week, along with our usual plugs. So first up, our first bonus episode, The Wild Strikes Back, is coming up next week. It's the first backstory episode we have planned, and you're going to be following along with our resident Seeker as he tries to navigate his infiltration of Cybertron first. If you're listening in real time, that's coming up next week. If you are listening from the future, simply hit the next button on your podcast app of choice and you'll enjoy that episode. If you like it, then show your support with reviews and comments on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google, and Amazon. Or, if you're from the future, whatever new podcasting app they make. Thanks for all your support, it means the world to us. And now for episode 37, Cybertron's 7.
I was in character, guys. I'm in prison. What do you want me to do?
We'll transform your smile.
Even if you don't want to, right, Pat?
By the
You'll
power.
force that transforming.
Right. Yeah, I love how, somebody, speaking of, verbing a thing, somebody said, he straight up war crimed somebody. And I was like, I've never heard war crime used as a verb.
Until you made it so.
Right.
That's our fans. Speaking of our fans, we have a show to put on for them.
All right.
Do you know what we're doing now?
It's time to get things started. It's time to light the lights.
Thank you.
It's time to start the music.
We're about to steal some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Stuff, people...
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Stuff and people and stuff.
Apparently we kidnapped someone too, right?
Stuffing people?
I don't think we haven't kidnapped anybody, have we?
We almost kidnapped someone.
Oh, right.
For some reason.
Botnet more than anything, really.
Okay, that improves things.
Only slightly.
Well, we got to roll for initiative.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
That's how you start off an episode, just so you know.
That's almost how we end every episode, too.
We should just have an episode of All Initiative.
Just a half hour of rolling for initiative?
That would feel like a false start to me.
I see what you did there. Sweets, start us off. What you got?
23.04.
You don't need to say the point.
Roll 20, I think it's necessary.
How the hell did that happen?
I have a 10.
All right, 10. And last but certainly least, Magnum and Pythagoras.
It's 19, although it's not quite in order.
All right, so I will describe the scene for you again, just in case you forgot what it was like from last week. So you snuck in to the police precinct garage at the Iacon Security Services building. You managed to sneak past a couple of workers, and you managed to sweet talk, or I should say, Sweet Spot managed to sweet talk Swiftkick. And the three of you found the elevator in the back, got into it, and used the code that Wheeljack gave you. And the elevator has descended into the lower vaults of the ISS building. The elevator door opens up, and you are faced with two badgeless standing in front of you. Between you and a door that leads further into the vaults. And the moment that the door opens, they raise their guns, point them at you, and combat begins. It begins!
Goodness.
So, Sweet Spot.
Oh, yeah.
You are leading us off.
Mm-hmm.
You got two guards in front of you, and two friends behind you. What you gonna do?
Well, I think I don't think staying in this here elevator is going to be the best thing for us. So I'm going to move around a little bit. Moving is what I do best. And I'll move to here. I move out of the elevator around the bot that was forward left of me. And I am almost behind him. Didn't quite have the movement to get there. Wait, maybe I do. I think I do. There we go. And I will take a shot.
Okay. You provoke 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks of opportunity, but since he has a gun in his hand and not a melee weapon, you are fine. Alright, Sweets, roll up your attack.
Laser. Got myself a 20 to hit. Does 11 points of fire damage.
11 points of damage, jeez.
Fire damage.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, a 20 is certainly a hit, and 11 points of damage is certainly going to hurt him. Alright, Magnum, so you just saw Sweet Spot run away from you and get behind the guards in front of you. You have Carapace in front of you, blocking a shot, but you certainly can move around him if you want.
I would also like to calm anyone if I saw anything in this direction as I passed out into the hall.
Nope, you do not see anything in that direction. What you're seeing here is a 1, 2, 3, 4 by a 4 by 4 space in between the elevator and the door. So there's no side paths or anything.
Oh, those are walls?
Those are walls.
Okay, good to know.
Apologies if if that was not clear enough.
It's a good thing I didn't try to go down that way.
Sweet Spot, it's a wall.
Who painted a tunnel on the wall? Really? Wily Robot?
Oh, Wily E Robot.
All right, I'll move to Carapace's left, and I guess I'll take a shot at the same one that Sweet Spot just assaulted. All right, 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
8 damage.
8 damage. Oof, you guys are just piling on this guard. He's looking a little bit worse for wear. Are you going to transform in the middle of the elevator and crush Carapace against this wall?
Yeah, I think I'll help.
For a friend.
I'm in the elevator. You are the elevator.
No, I think I'll just stay like as is.
I bet if the elevator wasn't
Carapace.
at the door, he probably could just jump into the shaft, transform, and it'd be a fake elevator.
You know you're a large transformer when you have an internal elevator.
Okay, Wild Strike. I want you to make a perception check.
Perception, you say?
Indeed. Do you have that skill?
9. Of course I do.
That's funny, 9 is no. That's good.
Yeah, everything seems okay in your cell.
You get a weird feeling you think you should be noticing something.
I totally forgot where you were, and now I remember. Do we want to remind the audience back home where Sweet Spot is? Wild Strike?
Go for it.
He's in prison.
In this facility.
In this facility.
So we certainly hope so, though, because we're busting into the wrong place. It would be embarrassing.
Your Wild Strike is in another dungeon.
Hey, Wild Strike, we're here to bust you out. My name's not. I'm Wild Strike. Yeah.
This is Thunder. This is Thundercracker. You guys all look alike.
Hey, that's vehicleist.
Damn right it is. All you Jets look alike.
Oh, man. Racism and Transformers. Sad thing is, that would be so true, wouldn't it?
It's more like functionalism.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, people make fun of, like, the Transformers that turn into, like, the laser pointers and the data slugs.
Yeah.
Laser pointers. It's so dainty.
You don't have any wheels. Meanwhile, Wild Strike looks at Sweet Spot, it's like, I can fly.
I can fly too now.
Wild Strike doesn't know that.
That's right.
I can toast bread. Can you toast bread? I don't think so.
Well, I can bread toast. Wrap your mind around that.
I was going to say, was that a butter knife we use to scrape the carbon off?
Yes.
Wild Strike with a 9, you do not hear anything unusual. All right. Carapace.
Okay, Carapace is going to pull up his light reaction cannon and take 2 shots at the one that everyone's been hitting. My first shot, the bullet passes by and hits a 19.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. And the second shot would be a penetrating 17.
Go ahead and do the damage for the first shot first.
You're going to shoot right through him and into me, aren't you?
It doesn't really work that way. I actually specifically chose to not use the weapon that does that. So I did 11 points of piercing damage.
And you kill that first guard.
Okay.
Dead.
Dead or whatever. I don't care. I would take my second shot at the other guy, but he would have cover. I wouldn't know that so I'll miss with the second one unless he's got a 13.
No, he does not have a 13.
Okay, then that is my turn.
Wait a second, you said 13, and it's
He's
flat-footed, so -2. That's a hit.
Dare you say it?
Are you serious? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Then I do 8 points of piercing damage.
It's good to be the hero.
I wouldn't know.
Damn it, Carapace, take the damn compliment.
All right, now that all of you have had the chance to beat on my friggin' guards, I can finally take a turn now.
And surrender. Don't tell me he's not thinking about it. What just happened real fast.
So the remaining guard over here is going to...
Surrender.
No, I don't think he's going to surrender. I think he is going to pull an alarm. And he is not going to attack anyone because he needs to take a move action to get over to the alarm, and then a move action to pull the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten totally about alarms. That's my bad.
Lights are going off. You can hear the alarms going off as well. You think that you probably still have time to get in there and deal with what you want to deal with, but you are aware now that you are on a clock.
So we were joking before about you climbing into the elevator shaft. But if you climbed on top of the elevator and then transformed, they can't move the elevator shaft.
Is that the only one?
I mean, if they can't get down here, that sounds pretty awesome to me.
That's good, except that means I'm just going to have to sit in the elevator the entire time.
I know, and that's boring. So let's do the more exciting thing.
We probably could disable the elevator anyway, a different way.
Yeah, I was going to say let's shoot something.
But let's see if we can do something about the alarm first.
Okay, back up to the top of the round. Sweet spot. You are standing next to a corpse that Carapace just shot dead. Luckily, he didn't hit you.
How about that? All right. Well, there's an alarm going off, and that bot just went over to, is it this wall or this wall?
It'd be the wall in front of him, behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Next to the door. So, to the north.
He didn't speak, did he?
Nope, didn't say anything. He saw his partner die, realized how much danger he's in, and realized that his job now is not to live, but to get help.
Oh, how very noble. I'm sure his name will go down in history if you ever mention it. Now, I'll step over here next to him and say, oh, pardon me a second, let me get that for you. And I will reach over and turn off the alarm.
So courteous.
The most polite invader of all.
Give me a quick computers check, because I imagine that turning alarm on would be pretty easy. Turning it off might be a bit trickier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's not just like a fire drill alarm. There's my computers. There it is.
I imagine that because it's a security alarm, like when it goes down or when it gets turned on, it's like, hey, this is this is the emergency situation. Turning it off is not as simple as just flipping a switch back up.
Really? Because I just rolled a 25 on my computer's check. I think that's pretty simple.
Yeah, you get it. All you need to do is just let's open this up real quick. Cross a wire. And then alarm is off.
I cannot fire it, but I will have the shoulder-mounted laser kind of point directly at his head, and I'll ask him to please step away from the panel.
Intimidate check?
Okay. I suppose that is intimidation, isn't it? Where's my intimidate? Not as good. Maybe I shouldn't have been so polite. I got a 19 there. on my intimidate check. Modify however you like there, DM, based on what just happened.
Give me a perception check.
From me or from others?
From you, because you're the one intimidating him on. Because you're the one intimidating him on this.
And I can actually see his face. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Perception. Would that be perception or sense motive?
This is going to be perception specifically.
Okay. Actually, that's profession. All right, perception. All these P's look alike. I got to stop speed reading. It's 23. 23 was my check for perception. That's what I got. That's what I see. Tell me what I see. What's up?
All right. So you take a look at this guy's actions, and you notice a couple of things. One, the movement is a little stiff, and his face... actually, you wouldn't be able to see his face because he has the badgeless armor on.
Yeah.
But his reactions and his movements are very, very stiff, very stilted. They're not... it's not as fluid as you expect. And considering that these are essentially police officers, you would expect them to be a little bit more dexterous than they are now.
So is this guy, like, effectively dominated? Like, transformed?
You have no idea.
Well, I know him, but the player is hypothesizing.
Yeah, that's...
Hypothesizing?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe being controlled somehow, mentally. Or possibly even just some sort of autonomous guard bot. Not even a real transformer.
Or some guy who's more clumsy that got stuff to do a uniform.
Magnum, you're up. What do you want to do?
Maybe his girdle's too tight.
All right. I'll run over to the communication thing. Can I get the intercom?
Should be yeah, you can do that. What do you want to say?
Attention to all bots. This has been a test of the emergency preparedness system. This is only a test. If had this been a real emergency, instructions would have been provided to you after the test. So, please go about your business. This has only been a test. Beep.
Bluff check?
Oh, Magnum, you're awesome. Give me a bluff check.
21.
Can I aid him, considering I turned off the alarm so quickly?
Sure. Why not?
And so I do aid with a +4. I got a 21.
Okay.
That gives you +4 to your roll.
25. Nice.
25.
All right. So here's what I'll do with your bluff check on here. I already have a set number of rounds that I know that it's going to take for the rest of the guards to come down here. But with that bluff check, I will add a couple of rounds to that because you were convincing enough that some of them were like, oh, is this really a test? And it takes a round or two for their boss to say, no, you idiot, get to the vaults.
I'll take it.
Don't be dumb.
But we count on them being dumb because we're often dumb. It's our only chance.
Like, there's no way that this will work. It always works.
For those of you playing along at home, did Mike just add on A, 1 round, B, a number of rounds equal to our level, C, 50% more rounds than he originally had, or D, 100% more rounds than he originally had? We'll wait for your vote.
I bet B and C are actually the same number.
Survey says
E, all of the above.
All right.
I don't have any actions yet, right? Left, right.
I'd say no on that one because you did a bluff check, and that would be a standard, plus you talked, plus you moved, so. Wild Strike, I want you to make another perception check, please.
Can do.
I bet the klaxon's a little bit nicer.
22.
Okay, well, you hear the alarm go off for about
6
seconds. But before the alarm went off, you heard someone running down the hallway. You would assume it's one of the guards, but you did hear them kind of run past your cell from left to right.
Okay.
So something is going on. You are still in the cell. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I will attempt to break free again, if possible.
He wants to break free.
Did you hear the intercom?
Oh, yeah, when Magnum spoke.
That is a good question. Would that have been broadcast here in the cells. High or low good for you?
Hi.
Nope, it was not broadcast down here. Rolled a 6 on a d20. Like I said, you do hear that there's some commotion going on, so something is happening. You said you wanted to try to break out. Right now you are not tied to the wall or anything. The guards never came back to attach you back to the wall. So you are sitting on your bench, and what would you like to do to try to break out?
All right, I was never tied back up. I thought that I had been.
Nope. If you want to be, you can.
No, I'd prefer not to. I still have the manacles on or something, right?
We can say that over the course of the last couple of hours, since you last tried to break yourself out, you managed to get the manacles themselves off. So
okay.
You are free to wander about your cell, and your wrists are now free.
Okay, then I will instead try to find something here that I can use as a makeshift weapon. I know there's not going to be a lot in here, but if it's something I could, rip off or pull apart, or even the manacles, something like that I could use.
Sure. I think you still have a little bit of that panel, under your seat that you were pulling away last time.
Mm-hmm.
So you can try pulling that apart a little bit more and get yourself a slice of metal that you might be able to use as an improvised knife.
Perfect. I will try that.
Sweet.
Spot.
Okay, Carapace, do your worst.
Okay, I'm going to take a guarded step forward, so I'm actually in between the door of the elevator so that the door cannot close on me, so that the elevator can't go up.
Okay.
And I will take a shot at the guy who's in the corner, unless he is prostrating himself.
He is not.
Okay, then I'm going to take a shot. And again, this is with my light reaction cannon. He gets cover because he's surrounded by my allies. But I'm only taking one shot, so this time I got a 25.
Still a hit.
Still a hit. And I do 10 points of damage as I whiz between my two allies.
Nice precise shot there, huh?
Don't you hate it when he whizzes around?
Actually, that's part of the reason why I do whiz around. To avoid his whizzing around. Yeah, the whiz. Alright, let's ease on down the road here.
So he has taken some damage. Excellent. This guy in front of both of you, both Sweet Spot and Magnum,
He's going to surrender now.
he is going to take a shot at you, Sweet Spot. And he is going to provoke from both of you if you have a melee weapon out.
I don't think you want to do that.
I don't.
I do not.
Alright, so let's see what he has. That's a poor roll. Total of 15 against you, Sweet Spot.
Yeah, 15 ain't going to do it for me.
Yep, didn't think so. I am rolling shit right now.
And I wasn't even moving then.
Remember, he's all slow and clunky.
Back up to top of the round, round 3. Sweetie Spot.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that. No, sir. I don't think I like that at all. I'm going to move myself right back here, give Carapace a clear shot, and meanwhile, I'm going to take a shot myself. I like that. I bet you don't. Especially when I do this. Pew pew.
Wow.
That was.
It is no
a
Red
lot
Star
funnier than
Conqueror,
it.
is it?
Nope. It is definitely no Red Star Conqueror. The sirens in the back, too. Nice touch.
Yeah.
All right. Shoulder-mounted laser. I got a 15 for the roll. 10 for the fire damage, if it's applicable.
It is a hit, and it is a kill.
Well done.
Well, thank you. Didn't know I had it in me.
You shoot him, he falls against the wall in a cluttered heap.
Hey, Magnum, want to check him out? There's something not quite right about him. Seemed a little unanimated for an officer of the law. Which I hope he's not, because we just killed him.
Well, Magnum, it is your turn, so you can do what you like.
Let's see. Take a step back, I will transform, and Pythagoras will look at this dude, the guy next to me. A, to see if he can be stabilized, and B, if there's anything odd about him.
Give me a medicine check and give me a perception check. We are still in initiative, so no, you can. He cannot get any aids from this one.
So, medicine 26, perception 17.
All right, so you can tell that something is affecting him. You're doing kind of like a cursory examination of him kind of as he is. You haven't taken his armor off because that is going to take a round or two to get the actual armor off of him. Uh-huh. So right now you're just kind of doing a quick just, all right, here's what's up. Based on what you've seen of how he's been moving and how he's been reacting, you think that he is being controlled somehow. But you're not certain how just yet. If you do want to take the time to get his armor off, do a thorough examination, you think you can find out what's going on with him.
Well, can he be stabilized as is?
Yeah, you think so. If you give him a little infusion of energon, you can probably prevent him from dying outright.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
And with the perception check, you don't notice anything unusual just on him right now.
Okay.
And you said you want to shove some energon in him?
Yeah, I'll just...
We pull off his armor and we find
so I give him 4 hit points back.
Organic humans inside him.
Just standing on each other's shoulders.
Wait a minute, you're not a Transformer at all.
4 points back, okay, noted. Wildstrike, it is your turn.
I will wait by the door and just try to listen out to see what I hear. I know the alarm went off briefly, so I'll wait to see if I hear that again or if somebody else runs by.
Give me one more perception check, since you're at the door listening.
And that would be a 26.
Ooh, that is a good one. You are so perceptive.
Apparently.
So you heard the door on the far side of the hallway open up. So you know that when you were brought in here, you passed, once you got to the elevator, you came out of the elevator, you passed through a security door. Then you passed through a second security door before being brought down to your cell. So you heard the second security door open and then close again. And you're now not hearing anything in the hallway.
Okay. I guess I will try to see if I can disable the lock on the door, see if I can get it open somehow. I don't know if there's any possible way to do that from inside, but I will see. I'll take a look at the door, examine it, and see what I can come up with.
Sure. Go ahead and give me I think this would be an engineering check, which I don't think you have, right?
I have 1 rank.
Oh, okay.
12.
It seems to be some kind of door.
There's a door, and I believe there's a lock, though I'm not sure. I will try to open it. Yes, it is locked.
Yeah, you think that the interior there's no interior mechanism from the door, so even if you had like a key card or something, if the door is closed and locked, there's just no way of getting out of it. You think you would have to either try to break the door down, or if you had something you can maybe try to jam inside the door to kind of like pop it open or something, maybe. But you think it's going to be a very difficult thing to do.
Sure. I mean, it's a prison, so it's not unexpected.
Right. That brings it over to Carapace's turn. So 2 dead bodies. Pythagoras just checked out the second one there. And you are still currently in the elevator door.
Hey, sweet spot. Can you drag that body over here?
Yep, I can, in just about 6 seconds.
Yep, and I'm going to wait until that happens. So that's it?
Yeah, my turn has already passed this round.
Yep.
So I have to wait.
Okay, good. So you say that, you are waiting there, and right after you do, the security door that the guards were standing in front of, open up, and there are now 2 guards on the opposite side of it. Let me go ahead and reveal this, and you'll be able to see a little bit further in, so you can, let me reveal a bit more for you.
So revealing.
So the security door opens up, and there are 2 guards on the opposite side of the opening. You can see one of them is at the door controls, and the other one has his gun raised, and he takes a shot at the first person he sees, which is going to be you, Carapace.
Bring it.
And, ooh, I got a nat 20 on that one.
Well, it's probably what he needed to hit me, so... Actually, that's relevant, because if he... Natural 20 can be an auto hit, but if he doesn't hit my armor class, even with a 20, then it's not a... it doesn't do double damage.
That is going to be a 28.
Okay, he does hit them. My AC's not that high.
Pretty close. Mm-hmm. Minimum damage, that's going to be 4 fire damage.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Minimum fucking damage.
Wow.
This is what happens. All of you people listening right now, this is exactly what happens. I take one session and I will roll great every damn time, and then I take the next session and I roll like shit.
Sounds like God problems to me. If you want it to be more exciting, make it more exciting.
Somebody didn't say their prayers.
He's losing power.
Sweet Spot, just go and take your turn.
All right.
Just go and kill him.
This is what I was asked to do, so I will drag the body over here. I will end up in this space, and this body that was killed first in the battle will end up here, yes, in the doorway to prevent it from closing, thus allowing Carapace free and open shooting, as well as the ability to move out of the elevator should he wish to do so. And maybe he does. But I'll leave
You know what
that.
I hate about this? The fact that I need to spend a standard action to open a fucking door. That's what I hate.
You could put sensors so that the doors open automatically, but that would probably work both ways, wouldn't it?
It's a friggin' prison. Why would they open automatically?
It's more convenient that way.
You're the one complaining about it.
Hey, they installed it on Arkham Asylum. Why not here?
All I do is offer solutions. Get shot down for it.
I wish you would get shot down. Maybe next turn. Magnum, go ahead.
You guys benefit from some cover?
I mean, I'm okay. If things remain as they are, I can hit them both with a big gun.
And I'm not planning on staying anywhere that cover would do me any good.
All right, then I won't get in the way then.
Oh, please don't.
Magnum, just transform in the middle of the room, open up all your doors, and Carapace is going to shoot through you. This can't end badly.
You joke.
All right, Magnum will take a shot at the guy on the left.
Do we happen to notice that these two new guys look exactly like these two other guys?
So 8, I assume that does not going to hit.
8 is a miss.
All right.
But yes, these two new guys have badgeless armor just like the other two. And you notice they are also moving a little bit stiffly.
Little clanky. Pun
A little
intended.
clanky. Maybe they could use some WD-40, right?
Yeah, maybe they could use a whole case.
Just fill a sauna up.
If I was that stiff and slow, I'd be dead. That's right, I'd still be moving if I were dead.
All right, Pythagoras is going to take a shot at the one left as well.
Pew pew. Is that what your gun sounds like? Pew pew.
They all do, don't they? 12 to hit, 5 damage.
12 is a miss.
Yeah.
You guys aren't very strong, but they are not that weak.
Yeah. All right. Just stay where I'm at then.
Excellent. Wild Strike.
Yeah, I'll just wait until I hear movement on the other side.
You do not hear any additional movement
Okay.
this round. Carapace.
Okay, I will pull up my biggest and new gun, and it will charge up big electrical, current in front of it, and a wide beam line will go completely down the hallway, hitting a 17. So that number is applied to both of their ACs. So let me know if those hit.
That hits on both.
Awesome. Then they both take 9 points of electricity damage.
Nice.
I'll just turn to Carapace and say, that's new.
Yeah, wide lines are awesome.
Kind of makes me rethink what I was about to do.
The tactical cathode cannon.
That doesn't exactly roll off the tongue now, does it?
No, it's a little flickery.
Well, good thing you used the trigger finger to deliver that message.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay.
They both take 9 damage, and so noted. and they are both now going to take a shot. I think they're probably going to take the shot at Carapace, simply because he seems to be the biggest threat right now.
Seems. Is.
Right now.
They both raise their guns. I just point a finger over to Carapace. He did it.
Not me. Not it.
So, I think both of these are going to be misses on you. A 20 and a 22.
That is correct. I am a 23.
Damn.
All right.
I am an armored bot.
That was close. Well, they are going to take a guarded step up into the door since they only took one shot. And you can see very plainly that they are moving very stiffly, very mechanically.
Okay.
Yeah, mechanically. Get it? Get it?
It's like, is it possible for them to not move mechanically?
Yes. All right, so anyway. Round 4, I think it is.
Ding, ding.
Sweet spot. You have a dead body in front of you. You are on the elevator, and you have a big bot named Carapace in your way. Not really in your way, but
All right.
pretty close.
I'll say, let me see what I can do. And I will jump over the bot, transform, and charge right through this one. And I will end my movement here. But I'm going to be performing a ram attack here on this guy.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Let me just pull
I get
this
a
up.
reflex save, right?
I believe you do. Let me just pull this up. Ram attack.
What's
All
my
right.
DC?
Well, it's not entirely sure what the DC is for avoiding the ram.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and roll. I know what my reflex bonus is for this guy, and we'll see if I get a really high number. If I do, I'll assume I'll make the save. I rolled a 1.
No?
Okay.
I guess it's academic then.
So no, I didn't make the save. Fuck you, dice. All right. How much damage am I taking?
All right. So it is 5d4 twice. Okay, there we go. So 29.
Just blam.
You hit him, you kill him, and you knock his body all the way back to the next security door.
I'm so proud of you!
I'm going to need a dentist.
Oh.
I got a little bit of front damage in my
Up in your
in
grill.
the engine block here. Yeah, it's in my grill. Some of my grill work is a little loose.
You're going to need a good buffing.
Yeah, is that some Transformers in your teeth, or you're just happy to see me?
It's actually both, because I'm smiling too. It was funny because it doesn't really hurt, but I feel it.
Worth it for that joke.
It's very loose.
All right, Magnum, you're up. Sweet Spot just charged right past you and slaughtered one of the guards. Slaughtered!
Good lord.
You don't even see him anymore.
I did take 7 damage out of that myself.
I thought there were 2 guys here,
Good.
but now there's just 1. Alright, Pythagoras will take another shot at him. Maybe he'll get lucky. 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16's a hit.
He will file his glass gas cannon and him. So he takes 7 damage and...
And what is the effect of glass gas? Because if I recall correctly, that is an ability from the scientist.
Yeah,
right?
he basically invented the glass gas cannon. It does 1d8 regular damage, and then it lowers their AC by a certain amount for the next 4 rounds. So his AC goes down by 3.
Oh, yeah. You did that once before.
No, I don't think I've ever done it before. You just got it at this level.
I don't remember that, yeah.
No, this isn't deja vu.
Really?
He might have done something to reduce the opponent's AC, but this is the first time he's used that ability. Because you got it at level 4, right?
Yeah, level 3.
Oh, you know what? I think
Yeah.
you mentioned it when you first got it.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I did mention it when we went over the new abilities. Pythagoras just hit 3 because he's a companion, so that was his new ability. So now this guy's AC is down by 3 for the next 4 rounds.
Amazing.
Magna takes a shot, 23 to hit. 4 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's a hit. 4 piercing damage. Yep, that is so noted. Okay, he's still alive, barely, but he's still alive. Okay,
So I'm dead.
Wild Strike. I assume you're still listening.
Yes.
Okay, make a perception check for me, please.
Oh boy.
Roll high.
How about a little 11?
That's not high at all.
Okay.
You hear nothing in the hallway outside. Carapace, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my cathode cannon back onto my back and pull out my Atom.
Red Star Conqueror.
Thank you. I'm going to...
You're going to pull out your
Crowd goes wild.
I know, right?
Whoa, hey now, this is a PG podcast.
So much laughter. And I'm going to take a shot at this guy. And it is... I pull out a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And it is 7 damage, electricity and fire, but it is merciful.
Interesting. That knocks him unconscious, though, if it drops him to 0?
That's correct.
Okay. Then he falls to the ground unconscious.
Excellent.
I'm guessing that it's a little too late for the guy on the other end of the hallway.
Oh,
Yes.
he's parts.
Considering that, depending on how many pieces he's in now. So.
What's the Transformer equivalent of a red mist kill?
His legs are down here with me, but his torso kind of fell where he stood.
Yeah, his legs caught in your grill. A scrap metal cyclone?
I don't know why I want to say this, but it kind of tastes like chicken.
Oh, jeez.
You don't see any enemies around you. I will allow you guys to take whatever actions you want, but keep in mind the round order or the round, so only take as many actions as you could do in a round. But you can take them in any order you want.
And going back to the top of the order?
Yep. We can stick to the order you want. We can stick to the turn order if you want, or if anyone wants to do anything out of order, that's fine as well. So if we're sticking to the order, we'll go. It's a Sweet Spot, Magnum, and actually we'll do Sweet Spot, Magnum, Carapace, and then we'll come back to Wild Strike at the end if necessary.
All right. This door over here to the left of the map.
Yep.
Is this closed or open?
It is closed.
Well, the chances that it's on an automatic sensor.
Unlikely. But yes, so a quick description just in case you, just so everyone is on the same page. Through the first security door, you are in a small hallway that has a left-hand path that is heading off to the left hand, after all. And there are 2 doors at the end of each of the hallways. So it is essentially a T-junction, except you are going down the T on the left side there. Mm-hmm. And it's only about 10, 20, 30. It's only about 30 feet to each door.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do there, Sweets?
I'm all right down this section here. So I'm going to go down here and check out the door panel. See if it's on a security lockdown or if it's just an open-close button activator.
There is a security interface, and you think that the code that you got from Wheeljack will probably open this stuff up.
All right. I'll put one finger over the close button, and then I'll punch in that number to take a look through the open door.
Fair enough. Okay, so move action to get there, and then a move to go ahead and interact with the door. I will go ahead and reveal what you see. So looking through the door, you see a kind of a passageway that turns off to the right to head north. So it is essentially heading the same direction as the other security door, but this one is further to the side.
All right. That's all my actions. I will leave the door open for now, but I will stand here watching down that hallway.
All right. Magnum and Pythagoras, what would you like to do?
I guess Pythagoras is going to continue to analyze, try to figure out what's wrong with this guy. So if he has to pull off the armor, that's what he'll do next.
I will say it will take you one full round to pull the armor off of him.
All right. And Magnum will do a scan as far as he can down the hallways. Probably the only thing that can penetrate is the energon sensor.
Yeah, you're actually getting no results from your scans beyond line of sight. You think that all of the walls in here are pretty thick and are designed specifically to block sensors.
Yeah, hell, the doors are 5 foot thick.
I hate this place. What is wrong with these people?
You are getting energon signatures from all of your friends, because you are within line of sight for that. And you are getting barely flickering energon signals from the guy in front of you that Pythagoras is working on, as well as the guard in the doorway that Carapace shot with his merciful gun.
All right. Well, I could just sit here, so I'll sit here. But he'll ready in action to shoot any badgeless that comes through the far door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually have to give you another piece of information because Sweet Spot opened up that door.
I did indeed.
You are getting a massive energon signature from beyond the door that Sweet Spot opened.
Ooh.
A massive signature.
I think I know what that is.
I'll let everyone know. Something big and energon-y down that energon-y.
You mean like the vault?
Maybe.
Is that what you're
Yeah,
thinking?
could be. Something going on down there.
What could it be? It's very enigmatic, isn't it?
And the
Not for long.
the misunderstood gizmo thing.
Mm-hmm. That could be it.
Okay, Carapace, what would you like to do?
Confused
I will-
apparatus.
I will pick up that body that is in the door and place it... one question. Does the door close in the middle, or is it like a all the way to one side, all the way to one side?
I'd say it closes in the middle.
Okay, so I will put this guy's body long ways so that it blocks the door from closing. Like, so it's right in the middle, so if the door's closed, they just kind of bump on his body. And then I will...
Understood.
Then I will walk into the room.
Okay.
See how long that lasts.
Ding! Ding! Ding!
I will give you this Magnum as well. The elevator door has not tried to close yet. So the body is there, but the elevator door is still open.
Well, he's been standing in it the whole time, so we'll see. But, yeah.
What I'm saying is it hasn't attempted to close or anything. It's still open, and it hasn't...
Okay, so it
hasn't tried
just
to
been sitting
move or
here.
close.
Okay.
They've got a more sophisticated ability to sense someone standing in the doorway instead of those little refrigerator bars.
Anything else there, Carapace?
Nope, that's all I can do. That's a move action and then a move action, so...
Wild Strike, still listening at the door, correct?
Correct.
You do not hear anything... Actually, no, give me a perception check.
Another 11.
Jeez, you are not very perceptive today, are you?
Apparently
What's
not.
your bonus?
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're rolling about as well as I am. All quiet. Sweet.
Look over my shoulder. I see Carapace is just coming into the hallway. So I'm going to do my job and kind of scout out ahead. Come up to here and take a look-see down.
Okay. You move into the hallway.
I still have more movement, which I now intend to take.
And you see a long hallway that is stretched out before you. On the right-hand side of the hallway, you see 6. They look like kind of technologically advanced lockers.
Space lockers.
Lockers. All right, so I moved.
How many gaming groups out there do you think make that same joke? Because, it's not particularly unique. I mean, I love it, but it's like there must be dozens or hundreds of gaming groups that do the sput thing.
Yeah, but no one does it quite like us.
That's true.
And no one should want to do it quite like us.
And how many people do it on a podcast?
Also true. All right, so I can move 8 squares normally. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am only going to go half movement because I would like to kind of take a hard look at each of these 3 as I'm coming up to them.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Don't you wish your gamers couldn't spur like me?
Yeah, I'm going to change the subject real quickly there. You want me to roll 3 perception checks for the 3 lockers, or 1 to cover all?
Just 1 to cover all, I think, is fine.
Good choice there, DM. So I either win big or I lose hard. Well, guess what? I lose hard. Because I rolled a 1, plus my modifier is 12.
That's the 1 for you. I'll tell you this. It looks like the first 2 are active and have something inside it. The third one does not.
All right. Looks like I got 2 full lockers and a third empty. Besides that, I don't know what... Oh, they have windows. I should probably look in those. That's all I can do.
Would they have
Do they have windows?
Would they have a window?
Sure they would.
I don't know. Windows, display screens, a little medical chart on the outside. I don't know.
High or low good for you?
Oh, high is always good. Come on now.
Rolled a 7. So, nope, no windows.
Oh, wait, was that a 7 on a D8? I'm just checking. I want to be thorough.
We need some context here.
You know, I'm a politician. I can spin those numbers.
You can. All right, Magnum and Pythagoras.
All right, Pythagoras will still keep analyzing this dude to see what's controlling him, or what's wrong.
You got the armor off last turn, or you spent last round taking the armor off. So now you can see that he is a fairly normal-looking bot. In fact, I'm sure that you have that you recognize him as one of the precinct cops that has been assigned to the ISS building. Go ahead and give me another medicine check.
But he also seems to be turning into a spark eater.
Is he?
I have to get a steak. 25 for medicine.
25 for medicine. Okay, yes, he is definitely being controlled by something. In fact, you would imagine it probably happened several weeks ago at this point. And as you are kind of examining the still alive body, you kind of look all around and you notice on the back of his neck is a small purple device that looks vaguely like an insect.
Star Trek The Next Generation. I saw that episode.
Actually, Pythagoras, I want you to make a culture check, if you can.
I can. 22.
You've heard some rumors of a Decepticon that specializes in mind control devices. He would create kind of little mini replicas of himself, like little mini replicas of his alt mode, and he would be able to use those to essentially hack into a bot's central nervous system and control them, either directly or give them kind of basic orders, and the bots would follow those orders.
Yogurt, the doll. Kids love this.
So instead of the purple man, it's the purple bot.
May the Schwartz be with you.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I think we're losing our collective minds.
Pat's horrified.
I think Adam is broken.
Pat's horrified and Adam is broken.
I'm actually branching out. I'm becoming cross-cultural. I've been studying under Magnum.
Oh, lucky you. Does this thing look like a little alt form or something?
It looks like a stag beetle, like an Earth stag beetle, but a robotic one.
Carapace, I think I found your little brother. Do I have an idea of how to get the thing off?
Well, if you talk dirty to it for a while and, maybe do a little foreplay.
And that's exactly the sound it would make.
It is a little carapace.
All right, I'm leaving. Bye.
Okay, Pythagoras, I'm going to actually give you a slight correction on this one.
Okay.
Pythagoras, it looks like a tiny rhinoceros beetle. And you would kind of recognize the shape from all the Earth TV shows that you watch.
I actually think that's what I was visualizing anyway, so... Because I can't remember what a stag beetle looks like.
I think a stag beetle has that big horn coming up from its front.
The rhinoceros beetle does too, though.
The rhinoceros beetle has that. The stag beetle, I think, has the horn that comes up. I think might be split.
Oh yeah.
So it almost looks like a stag's antlers, or the beginnings of them.
This is a battle, not an entomology lesson.
Why can't it be both?
All right. Any idea how I could get this thing off? So I'm just yanking it.
Nicely done.
Sure, when he does it, it's funny.
Because he doesn't know. He didn't know he did that.
Yeah, I completely walked into that one. A microsecond later, I realized.
You think that with a successful medicine check or shooting it off, but you also recognize that shooting it off might damage the bot that it's attached to.
Not to mention the ceiling.
Anything... Well, okay, I'll try to get it off in a sec, but... Any thoughts of something that we can hit these guys with that might disable it? Or is it we're going to have to basically subdue everybody to get it off? Like a shock or something like that, or...
Nothing that you can think of off the top of your head right now.
All right. I don't know if any actions left, but I'll tell everybody about what I found. And
well, if you can remove it, maybe you can experiment on it, find out what to fix it more.
Yeah, I'll try to remove it if I have any actions left.
Okay, so next round you will do that. Carapace, what would you like to do?
I will move up to the other door and get into a ready position to attack anything that, if the door opens up, I'll be ready to attack it.
Understood.
Don't attack the door.
Wild Strike, still listening, correct?
Correct.
All right. Give me one more perception check.
No, I got a 7.
Oh, you're just getting worse and worse.
This
is so awesome.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Huh.
At this rate, he's going to be catatonic by the time we get there.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
What do you mean, going to be?
I'm like the guard from Kentucky Fried Movie.
All right, sweets. What you going to do now?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be moving, and I'm going to be checking these here lockets out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I will actually go to here on my last move so I can peek around the corner as well. But I already kind of checked out the first 3, so I'm going to do another perception check to check out the last 3 as I'm passing them.
Okay. Perception then?
And hopefully that door at the top of the map is closed.
It is closed.
Excellent.
As you head down the corridor, you do see it bend back to the right. It looks like it's going to kind of double back on itself and connect to the whatever hallway the first door connects to. And it is currently closed.
Well, I currently have to inform you of my superior perception check for those last 3. That's a 29.
You can tell that the last 3 lockers, last 3 vaults here, are empty. There's no power to them. It looks like they are just inactive. So the first 2 have stuff in them, and the last 4 do not have anything in them.
All right, I'll transmit both my position, what I can see, and what I have just discovered to the rest of my team, since I can no longer see them or hear them. Apparently,
can't tell what's in them, right?
Oh,
Guys, somebody ate his bravery flakes this morning.
All right, Magnum and Pythagoras.
All right, I'll try to remove that thing then.
Okay, give me a medicine check. Don't roll low.
28.
it's good.
You get your tiny little hands around this thing, and this thing really is small. In fact, like if any of the other bots tried to pull it off, you think they would have a really tough time trying to actually grab the thing. But your hands are small enough where you can. It's about like palm sized for Pythagoras,
right.
So pretty tiny. You grab it, get a good firm grip on it, and you realize, oh, if I just do a little torch here on the legs, it'll disconnect and pop right off.
Oh.
And as you're kind of doing a quick little examination of it, you think that it would be vulnerable to electricity damage.
All right. So hitting these guys with electricity might short this thing out if we get lucky.
Correct.
I guess we have more work for your cathode ray tube there, Carapace.
I'm looking forward to it.
So he's like I needed a reason?
I know, right?
Magnum doing anything?
Not much he can do. I mean, he is going to try to monitor communications, and let's see if he can try to get a message to Wildstrike now that he's closer.
Do you want to get inside of the door so that we
can't go anywhere? He can't go anywhere until I'm done looking at this dude.
Okay, I got the impression that you were going to get as much out of it as you were going to. So if Pythagoras transforms and what's-his-face is adjacent to him, is that like a combined thing, or do they both have to take move actions in order to do it?
I mean, I've usually been using Magnum's actions for transformation pretty much every time. So yeah, I guess I could. I mean, should I try to wake this guy up and explain the situation?
Actually, with the bug off of him, that might be interesting. Yeah. So wait another round. That's fine. Do your scanny stuff.
Because he's up against the wall. He'll try to use the wall as an antenna to connect to any Wildstrike communicator or his audio circuits.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Give me an engineering check for that.
5. That's what he does, engineering on his own.
Now it's going to be like, you just rolled so low that you just forgot stuff.
I had forgotten I don't know how to do engineering.
You connect to the wall trying to send a signal through it, and you realize, there's no way this is going to work. What am I thinking?
This wall is plastic.
All right, Carapace, so what do you want to do?
I will, do I know what the key code was?
I'm sure you memorized it.
I think we all did.
Wheeljack gave it to all of you.
I will tap in the key code and get ready to attack anything that looks hostile on the other side.
All right, so you plug in the key code, the door slides open.
And that's the last we ever heard of Wildstrike.
And the whole facility blows up.
It's a strange place to put that.
So yeah, the door opens, you see a long hallway heading northward, and you see 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 doors on the left and the right sides. And on the left side, about halfway down, you see what looks like a hallway turning to the left.
Okay. I will move up to this first one and look inside. Are there windows, or are they just sealed?
There is a small opening that has an energon shield in front of it, so you can look through.
Okay.
But like trying to put your hand through it, you think would be very, very dangerous.
Right. Okay. So I'll make a perception check, and I got a 21.
Sure. You look inside, and you see that this cell is empty.
Okay.
So one empty cell. Wildstrike, what do you want to do, man? I was going to give you a perception check to hear Magnum's message, but...
It's funny, I was considering yelling out, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe not.
Although, give me a perception check, though, Wildstrike.
11.
Again?
Yep.
All right about now, he's just sitting on his cot, rocking back and forth, hands over his ears, eyes closed, praying not to be caught up in whatever's going down.
Quiet as a mouse out
Have
here.
you rolled higher than a 5?
No. Just once I rolled a 20.
All right, Sweet Spot. What you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to come up here to these doors here and going to let everyone know I'm about to check this out. There's only 2 chambers noted here and here at the beginning of this hall that have something in them. So that should cut way down on our the time it should take to retrieve those. Most likely on the way out. So, punch in the code, and I only went 10 feet so far.
Okay. Punch in the code, door opens, and in front of you is a short hallway that links to a T-junction, and then you can see that there is a hallway going left and right.
And I can finish my move to here.
And I shoot Sweet Spot. No, just kidding.
Wait.
Carapace, your ready to action goes off, and boom.
Wait, was I in the badge of dishonor? Oh no.
Yes, sweet spot. You can, as you look to the right, you can see Carapace down the end over there with an open door, and I imagine you would assume that Carapace opened the door.
Well, either that or they're probing my mind and putting up some sort of illusion to make me think it's Carapace. Then they're going to get real close and kill me. So maybe I should try to kill whoever that is first before they get to me.
Roll for initiative.
Surprisingly sound logic.
Unfortunately, there's no clear win scenario for me. If I do try to kill that person and it turns out to really be you, I am a dead bot.
Yeah, you're actually safer if you pretend an enemy is your friend.
All right, well, that's as far as I can get, and I see both up and down this hallway, so I know what's what.
Magnum and Pythagorean.
All right, I will try to wake this guy up and explain to him the situation, if I can.
You think he needs a bit more energon to do that?
Oh, goodness. Energon hog.
1 minute later, when he is at 2 points lower than max,
give 2 more points.
I'm going to be a law enforcement officer now.
Okay, he's conscious. He was at 0.
Okay.
That's why I said you needed more. All right, yeah, you'll pump up some energon, and he will wake up. It's but where am I? What happened?
All right.
Pythagoras?
Hello. Quick rundown. You're in the vaults below the ISS building. Your mind has been controlled for the last few weeks as far as we can tell. I just removed a little thing on the back of your neck. We're trying to go in and rescue some people and find out what's going on.
Show it to him.
I'll show him the little boogie thing. Do you have any medical training at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you think your friend over there is unconscious, but he has one of those? Do you think you can handle taking it off?
What do I do? I just pull it off? Do I have to shoot it?
You just
take it off.
You just apply. I think was it shock to the legs? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Shock to the legs. I can let him have my medical kit if he wants.
It's just a shock to the left, and then a jolt to the right.
Are we under attack right now?
Well, there's a lot of badges in here that are under control, so they are likely to attack you if they think you're not under control. So. But we'd like to fix as many bots that we can. That'd be fine. But I can't stay here too much longer. So I was hoping that you guys maybe could guard this elevator and make sure no one comes down it, because we don't know who it's going to be.
Make a quick diplomacy check, and either you or Magnum can do it, or however you want to approach it. But give me a quick diplomacy check there.
17.
17. All right, that's enough. Yeah, you convince him that what you're saying is true and accurate, and he will go over to his friend and he will give him a hand and take a look and start taking his armor off and attempt to take off the little mind control bug on there.
Right, I'll give him 5 energon nodes to help him out. He should be able to, if he has any medical ability, he can use them.
Oh yeah, you can do it. You think that he has the medic training that most the cops would get, so he understands how to do first aid and stuff. He's not like you medic, but
I think he can handle it though.
You recognize him. You've seen him around the precinct before, so.
All right. Well, I'll warn him that any badgeless he sees is probably under control, so try to subdue them if you can, or get out if you can't. But try to hold this bay. And I'm going to transform back into my combined form, and I'll give the team a rundown that this dude is up and going to be watching our back here. And I'll head down the hallway.
Do you trust him?
Yeah, I think we have to right now. He's not under control anymore, so it's in his own best interest.
When you showed him the bug, did he seem really interested in all? Like say, a junkie who was tempted with whatever it was he was addicted to?
Oh, did I notice anything like that?
Nope, didn't seem like that at all.
Does he remember it being put on him, or who did it?
You spent most of your turn giving him the rundown. You really didn't question him about that, so...
Does that, the description of what that bug is, does that trigger any memories for me?
No, it does not.
Okay.
If you can you make a culture check?
I don't have any ranks in it.
Okay, then no.
I'll get his comp code too, so I can communicate with him.
All right. So, Carapace, what would you like to do?
Well, at this point, now that I can see that what's-his-face is in front of him, I'm like, hey, is anybody in here? And then I'm going to move to the next room and look in.
I'll be listening, too, in case any of the cells from down here give an answer.
Okay. You look through that one, and that one is empty as well.
Can I look through more than one in a turn, or do I...
Yeah, I'm okay with that, as long as you get the movement for it.
Yeah, so I'll do these two and say that's my turn.
Okay, you look through both of those two, so you've taken care of the first three, and all three of those are empty. Okay. Wild Strike, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. Can I beat an 11?
Can you beat an 11?
I got a 21.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you hear someone call out your name in the hallway outside.
Call out my name?
Wild
That's what you did, Pat, right?
Well, I said, hey, is anybody in here? So.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, then you hear that.
Okay. Do I recognize the voice, or no?
Well, it's been a long time, but I'm sure you still recognize Carapace's voice.
Okay. I'll bang on the door then.
It's been a long time, General.
I'll say I'm over here.
And you hear the sound coming from down the hallway. Sweet Spot is the closest one.
Do I hear that, or do I have to roll?
It's close enough, and he's intentionally trying to make a noise, so I'll say you hear that.
Okay. I'll just say Carapace, and I'll nod in the direction.
Okay.
Unless it's my turn.
It is not your turn just yet. So from down the hall at the elevator, you hear the sound of a ding, and anyone who looks down the hallway can see the elevator doors try to close. They get stuck on the guard. Thankfully.
Good call, Carapace. Good call.
Yeah.
I can just totally visualize that so easily.
We don't even need someone there to keep pushing the door open button.
I know, that's exactly what it was. Yep.
So, Sweet Spot, you move yourself up to the door where you heard the knocking.
Yep.
Take a quick look inside, and there is a familiar bot in that room. You reach over to the security panel to the side of the door, type in your code that you got from Wheeljack real quick. The door slides open, and in front of you, Wild Strike is there, waiting to be released. To be continued next time.
Nice.
Yay.
Wild Strike's back.
Yay.
Aren't you a little short for a badgeless?
He jumps out and you take 20.
This is Blaster, blasting out to the airwaves, bringing you the latest and greatest hits and news updates. I have big news for you today, so keep those audio receptors turned up to the max. Empire of Rust was created, written, and GM'd by Michael Ordway. Carapace is played by Patrick Finn. Wild Strike, the Decepticon, is played by Mike M. Pythagoras and Magnum are played by Matthew G. Sweet Spot is played by Adam I. Chu. And last but no way least, Rex and his Dino Buds, Laser, Grazer, and Laser are played by Rob Muller. Keep the hits coming by supporting the show at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. And tune in to the Transmissions Network for all your Transformers news and reviews. This is Blaster, the voice of Cybertron's airwaves, blasting out.